soon. I'm just gonna load it up on your page.
No worries.
And we're gonna go ahead. Oh, that's not right. That's that. There we go.
There we go.
Okay. All right.
Alright, yeah, we're live.
Okay. All right. Good. Oh wait, maybe they can hear us.
Oh, maybe. That'd be cool.
They probably can. When I think about it, they could probably hear us.
Just do it! Some people dream of success, while you're gonna wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to work or anyone else will quit, and you're not gonna stop there. No, what are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it! Yes, you can! Just do it!
Our mics are on, apparently.
Not quite yet. One sec. Mistakes are being made. I got so many shit to click. Okay, there we go. Now we're good.
We're good?
Now we're good. Yeah.
Right on. Ladies and gentlemen.
And now you're dark. Now
I'm dark?
Yeah, you're dark. You had it.
What?
You had it.
Wait, hold on. Wait, this... Is it this?
I think it's because it's creating like a shadow cascade on your face.
Let's try this then.
What are you doing?
Let's try that one.
No, you're just darker.
Damn
I think
it.
it's that one.
Is it that one?
I think it's that one.
I can never get the lighting.
No, we had it. We had it. Oh, now you're just... Oh, it's a... maybe if you can put it in your face, blind yourself with it.
Put it in your goddamn face.
That's, fuck it. We'll do it live. I like it.
Let's do it
good
like
enough.
that.
It's good enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast number 21 of the Fun with Foobz and Chris.
Oh, yeah.
We got mics.
Yeah, it's looking
Look
pretty
at this beautiful shit.
Except you're, living in the shadows over there. I don't know what the fuck you did. We had it.
Yeah, we had it.
I don't know. Can you lower that one?
Yeah,
actually. Can you, just shine it in your face. Just oh, that's pretty good. That's
pretty
better.
good? Okay,
That's
cool.
better.
I like that. Right on. So,
Awesome.
ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the sponsors.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. Curly
we gotta do
coils?
that. Yeah, Curly's coils.
Curly
first.
coils.
For your harder, better, faster, stronger vaping needs there, ladies and gentlemen. Get to the gentlemen at Curly's Coils at their Facebook page. You can call them. They got a lot of sales going on right now. They're actually going to be in Calgary this weekend. I'm not sure where. I think this is kind of an expo
Probably some kind of expo. Yeah, I
yeah,
imagine.
I can't remember where they were. They even told us to say it, and I apologize, guys.
Shit. Well, post it on the page afterwards. Yeah.
Yep. Also, we give a shout out to our boys downtown Fort Saskatchewan, the Daddy-O's.
Daddy-O's.
Chris, tell them a little bit about Daddy-O's.
Well, guys, Daddy-O's. You can go there. You can get some smoking accessories. Why don't I ever remember the damn ad? That's not Daddy-O's. I'm on the wrong side. Shit.
So we get the mics going.
I know. The mics are beautiful. Get one thing going, fuck up and everything. 10309 100th Avenue, ladies and gentlemen, Fort Saskatchewan, Alberta. That's in the downtown area. It's a pretty good place. You can get everything you need. Your fine smoking accessories, all that jazz. They got Rick and Morty merchandise. They got everything you need and more.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
The podcast is also sponsored by Rare Form Theater.
Yes, Rare Form Theater.
We say thanks for their play that they just had not that long ago. And they got nothing going on right now, but they are still a sponsor to the podcast, so they always get a shout out.
Yep.
When we have more news about them, we will let you know. In the meantime, check their page, and you'll see a lot of shit
It's
there.
all on Facebook. You can get all their information. And I don't if you want to be a part of their play, just keep attached.
Attack them.
Knowing when the events are going to go on and everything like that, and you'll probably have an opportunity to even get into one of their plays if you're interested in that stuff.
You're gonna audition. You're gonna have to beat me out next year. That's for sure.
That's gonna be easy.
Oh. Thank you for that. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we are sponsored by Ian McTavish Yoga. He is currently working again, but he's doing some free classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You'll have to message him to get signed up for that.
Yeah.
Also, he has got his first public class happening on the 27th at Pure Yoga Studio.
Yeah. So he's actually managed to go in and get at least use the branches area to actually expand his clientele, which is
dope.
Pretty good. Pretty good for
which
him.
is dope. So good job, McTavish, and we hope to see you there at the Pure Yoga Studio on April 27th.
Yep.
Also, keep in mind that he is part of the giveaway this year, ladies and gentlemen. He is going to be giving a 3 free 1-hour yoga intro class to the winner of our giveaway this year. If you live out of town and you win, we'll reimburse you somehow. We'll give you a certificate or a gift card for somewhere.
Yeah, get you something. Something in the equal value.
Exactly. And we're also going to have a lava lamp that should be coming for the next podcast.
Yes.
That's where it should be. And then we're going to have some more of the other stuff coming in so you guys can see what you are actually going to win. And remember, if you want to win and you want to be part of the draw, we're going to have a couple of more different things in the next couple of weeks that you can do to get more names in the draw. As of right now, the only things that you can do is like the page. So if you've liked our Fun with Foobz and Chris page on Facebook, you are already having one name in the draw. If you're one of the first 10 people to have gotten your like in, you are going to get at least 3 names in the draw. So keep in touch with the podcast. We're going to give you more opportunities, like I said, to get into this. But if you want to see more of the podcast or you want to listen to it when it's done, go to our YouTube page, which is the same name at the Fun with Foobz and Chris channel.
Yep.
You can also see a lot of background content at our Instagram and our Snapchat. One, which is the Instagram, is Fun with Foobz and Chris Instagram. The fucking Snapchat is just mine. So you just go to Foobz77, which a bunch of people have been doing. There's like a lot of different names popping up, like, I want to see content. And I'm like, shit. Okay, well, here's baby pictures. So you can see a lot of that right now there. So yeah, if you want a lot of background content, that's where it's going to be. Also, stay tuned because we're going to have a lot more going on the podcast. This April 20th giveaway and this April 20th podcast is going to be sick. Stay tuned and vote in the poll. We'll get to that later.
Yeah, we'll
let's
get
get
into details in a bit.
Let's get into some community shit that we got here, ladies and germs. Let's crack my back because I can do that now after surgery.
Look at that.
First thing I wanted to bring up is this show that I went to 2 days ago. I was like, is it last night? No, it was the day before. Went to this show. It was Protest the Hero. For anybody out there who doesn't know who Protest is they're a kind of a progressive metal band. And they are awesome. And they played their second album front to back. The only reason I'm bringing this up for the community is it was just, like I was telling Chris, it almost brought a tear to my eye that I'm 27. I haven't been in a mosh pit in like 5 years plus almost. And it was really good to see that the second a fucking kid fell to the ground, they put their arms out, everyone. And people started putting their arms and grabbing him, checking if he's okay. The second they nodded their head yes, push him right back into the pit.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was good to see that kids are still having respect now, like they were back when I was destroying pits and other kids were destroying pits. And it was even the douchebags, like I said, the Aeropostale wearing douchebags were still being very respectable, which was awesome.
Nobody wants an assault charge these days.
That too.
Nobody wants that.
Not under the liberals.
No.
You smack somebody the wrong gender, you're fucked.
Oh God. Let's not even get into that.
Yeah, no shit.
Let's not do that.
So not too much on the docket for community, but there is a couple of things just for Canada and world news in general. The other thing I got is we had our winter freeze should breeze on by. That's my own little title.
Yeah. Well, we still got about a week of it. We're not going to hit normal temperatures till probably 2 weeks.
Yeah, next, what was it, Thursday, Friday-ish now is when you're starting to see, like, maybe +1.
Maybe.
Yeah, but today's supposed to be the coldest. It's supposed to gradually get warmer as the week goes by, which is nice.
I'm so fucking done with winter.
Yeah,
like,
so am I.
I'm done with this
When we
shit.
take this break, it's going to be nice because I want to come back and do one podcast, like, from the back of like my yard or the garage.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah,
something
that would be
different.
cool.
It's kind of outside.
Exactly. Show everybody, you know, how nice it is. And then we're gonna do that one fucking bird. Like, shut the fuck up!
Jesus Christ!
I will shoot your fucking face!
Oh my God! There is
Fuck!
I don't know if you have it on your list there, but there is those new laws on impaired drivers.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
I was gonna bring it up, but yeah.
Yeah, so it's like
Go ahead.
it's strengthening all the impaired driving laws in Alberta in preparation for marijuana being legalized.
Yeah.
So some of the charges include 90-day license suspension, and mandatory 1-year ignition interlock program for drivers found
And if you
to be criminally impaired.
do that, then you get an extra like half year of something.
Yeah,
like a
and for those
suspension
that
or
don't know what
whatever.
the interlock thing is, it's literally a breathalyzer you have to buy, put in your car, and your car won't start unless you breathe into the damn thing.
Yep. It's one
So-
of those fucking things.
And they, instead of like finding you and being like, well, you can go into the jail cell and then the next day you can go if we find it deemable. They don't do that no more. Now it's like, okay, your ticket, you have 3 months suspension. If you don't want that 3 month suspension, here's a year suspension or a year with having to breathe into a thing. It's kind of crazy. It seems like a pretty big step up, but
I want to see like we've talked about this before, but I want to see how much of it they get wrong first when people get pulled over for being high and shit like that when they're not. You know what I mean? It's going to be kind of funny because then if they start putting people away for then being, you know, burnt out, then you're essentially doing what the conservatives did by putting people away for minor drug offenses, which was stupid and the reason why I didn't vote conservative or Harper for another term. So,
well, we'll see how they actually handle it. It's really going to be up to the cops' discretions in the end. But
so with being said, with the cops' discretion, there's no discretion with this new law that got passed, and I actually have it up on here, is Alberta is now the third province to allow the Sikhs to ride motorcycles without helmets. Yeah. Well, the reason, hold on, here's the thing. The reason why I brought this up is because the next couple of things that I have on the docket are basically like debate with the viewers and stuff like that in between us. And it's going to get a little heated here. So I'm like, why not just kind of build it up, get it out of the way? Because we like to do that on the podcast, don't we?
Yeah.
So with that being said, obviously, one of the reasons is because it is their religion.
Yeah.
Right?
Don't want to not have that on your head, right? Well, I'd like to see the mortality rates of them. You know, like after like a year of them not being allowed to see that, I'd like to see the mortality rates and then the arguments against not having them wear helmets.
Not only that is what I had brought up to my fiance, which love you, babe. Thanks for tuning in. Me and her were talking, and I said that the one problem that is going to happen is you do, no matter what, have in Canada and the United States and all around the world, is people not liking motorcyclists. And what they do is they kind of move over when they see them about to pass, or when they see them like doing the, you know, the center lane stuff, they'll like move over and they'll get into an accident.
Yeah.
Now, and I'm not saying that this is going to happen all the time, but the one thing that I can see is you got that one racist Canadian or that one racist American that is going to be caught on dash cam or something like that, moving over as one of them pass by, and then it becomes a hate crime, and then they start adding to that law.
Well, and that's the issue with all these specific religious laws.
Yeah.
Because they're ripe for abuse, right? Like, you can easily abuse these laws. You could be driving around with just something on your head now and claim you're a Sikh.
That is true.
So I honestly think this is just ripe for abuse, and it's probably going to be abused. And if it is abused...
it's going to be extremely abused.
Yeah, and then the laws are going to be strengthened even more, right?
Yeah.
So it's a kind of a zero win, but I could be wrong. I don't want to, like, stamp on a person's religion or whatever, but
That's not what we do on this podcast.
Oh, God, no. We're so tame.
We're tame.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck your religion. Sorry.
Oh, Jesus.
So the next thing I got on the docket here is if we're going to get really into the splitting the debate in a way. Talking about the injection sites that have gone on in Vancouver and the one...
What about the one in Edmonton here?
Well, the one in Edmonton is, yeah. And there is one in Vancouver, though, that is going to be the first one to have its location attached to a hospital.
Okay.
Yeah. And so it brought up all the ejection sites around it. It brought up the whole debate again and stuff like that. So that's why I wanted to bring it up on the podcast, is because we haven't talked about that, especially with injections. These sites, to say I'm for them on my own end, I'm 50-50. I guess you would say I'm in the gray area, but I lean a little bit more to one side for sure. And that is, I think it's a good idea to have these sites and these clean needles and these clean facilities for these people to do this, because it is harder to quit this choice, because I don't think it's a disease, and we're going to get to that in a bit here too. I think it's harder for them to quit this choice when it's a lot dirtier and the atmosphere that they're in. Okay, but with that being said, if you're going to have this free for drug users and claim it as a disease, which I don't think it is,
no,
then people who have to pay for their insulin needles and people who have to basically pay the healthcare system for their prescriptions that they need, with regards to needles or anything like that, needs to get their stuff for free as well.
Yeah, and I'm fully with you on that.
Yeah.
The fact that this is a free thing and it's coming out of a taxpayer's money, and it's not something that is easily morally justifiable.
No.
Unlike, like, my stepmom, she has diabetes and she pays a lot of fucking money for that shit. And so why the fuck can't diabetic individuals get that shit for free? Why does a heroin addict have to get it for free?
Yep.
That's a little fucking weird.
Yeah. Like, you literally show up to this place with your drugs and you're like, I just want to do it for free. You know, I got to get all the cleanest shit I can.
Yeah.
I got to sit in this room and trip the fuck out.
I understand that you're giving these people a way out, but
is
it really a way out, though?
And that's the thing with the viewers that I wanted to bring up too, is a lot of people do think it's a disease, okay? And this is where I differ, because as a person, and this is our podcast, I'll get personal all I want, and a lot of people who know me personally know that I had problems with drugs before. There was just a couple of different drugs that I had a problem with. Not all of them, and nothing like extreme.
Yeah. You weren't popping heroin every couple of minutes.
No, exactly. But the thing is, I curbed my own. And yeah, it took a kick in the ass to quit the certain things that I was on. One was a lot easier because all it took me was one news headline and I was like, I'm done. The other one took me waking up in a field, in my boxers with a little bit of blood coming out of my face. And I was like, yeah, I'm kind of fucking done that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's a pretty good wake-up call.
Exactly. And those were kick in the asses, essentially, as Red Foreman would say. It's a swift kick in the ass. And I didn't need to go to essentially a safe place and a free place to do all that in order to get high, and realize where I was. I made the choices on my own because I knew I wanted to grow up. I knew I wanted to be. I knew where I wanted to be.
Yeah. But you were also kind of like self-informed, right?
Exactly.
Which, instead of making facilities that almost encourage the use of drugs, maybe
to a degree.
But instead of doing that, maybe once again an investment into education or making it that people that want to quit it,
itchy.
make a facility that allows people to go there and try to actually quit it.
Yeah, like if you're going to go there and do your drugs, you should be informed of all the shitty things that are happening once you put it in your fucking arm.
Oh, I imagine they are.
I hope so.
But instead, it should be a facility where you walk in, you'd be like, I have a problem. I need to get this fixed. Yeah. And then they keep you there.
Yes.
And then do what they gotta do to make you quit that shit.
And methadone is not the answer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just putting more prescription pills in them is not the answer either. I agree. Educate the fuck out of them. But I'm also kind of old school where I'm like, scare them a little bit. You know what I mean? Which is I hope that they kind of are doing. Yeah, it's not like you go in there and you're like, oh, it's nice and warm and I get to put this fucking meth in my arm and shit like that. Like,
I don't think you put meth in your arm.
You could put you don't. But I'm throwing funny examples to throw light on the situation to a degree.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's. I don't approve of it. I don't think it's a disease either.
No.
I think like coffee is a drug.
Yeah.
Nicotine is a drug.
Oh yeah.
If you enjoy something repetitive every day over and over again, that essentially is a type of drug. To a degree. That is debatable.
Yeah.
But there are things that everybody does and consumes and whatever on a daily basis that is drugs. It's just how we perceive those drugs, whether they're good or bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like coffee is really, really not the greatest for you.
Sugar's a big one.
Sugar's a huge one. And that one's advertised. You know what I mean? So it's
same thing with like alcohol and everything like that.
Exactly. So it's and so you can quit all these things. I understand that there's like what you would call like a level, like which ones are harder to quit, like smoking's probably up there, and stuff like that. But if you are on meth or heroin and you start calling it a disease, you're just enabling yourself to continue on with this addiction that you have.
I think once again, like the disease argument might be, it's like a half truth.
Yeah,
it's like a half truth, and I think that's the thing that kind of bothers me about it. It's like.
McTavish also brought up when we were going to the movie, me and him were talking about that.
Yeah.
And he said there's a link in a video to watch, and it was not Graham Hancock, but it's like one of those kind of people.
Yeah.
Where they talk about where they were in, I can't remember, it was like South America or Africa, and they dealt with the meth problem that they have, or the heroin problem, and how they all try to claim it as a disease and this, that, and everything else, and he's just like, no, I've studied you, and it's trauma and addiction. That's all it is.
Once again, it's not so much a disease, it's a mental health issue.
Yeah, exactly, which we've been saying.
Keep bringing up on the podcast for a lot of things lately.
Just
it seems.
Understand that mental health is different than what certain people are perceiving it to be. That's a whole different story. But the next thing I got on the docket here, and I've been waiting for this. I hope there's a lot of people tuning in that are just been fucking ready for this.
Okay.
On our Facebook page, ladies and gentlemen, there is a Disney Pixar March Madness style bracket, which I have up on my screen here. Chris, do you have it?
I'm loading in it.
You're loading it? Okay.
Yeah.
Once you get it there, it should be Monster Inc. is the number one.
Yeah, I've seen.
Okay.
Where the fuck is it? There it is.
Now, here's the thing. I saw this and I thought it was funny because I saw it when me and Kim were down here just bullshitting and shit like that. And I laughed at some of these. I was like, some of these do not beat some of these, and some of these movies should not even be on this list. And we're actually, see, I'm kicking shit.
What are you doing?
I'm getting mad. I'm actually getting ready for this one.
You're getting a little crazy.
I love my fucking Disney movies. Okay, and so do a lot of people.
Everyone's got their love.
Everyone's got their love. Everyone's got a favorite Disney movie. I understand that.
I do.
Oh, excuse me. I'm burping. This coffee's good.
I'm trying to see which
Addiction!
one. Yeah, because Disney and Pixar. Right,
yeah,
okay, good.
Yeah. So,
I gotcha.
Now, here's the thing. Let's just we're going to throw a couple of ones just that stand out here right off the bat. The first things first was Frozen and Moana. I'll get that one out of the way. The fact that they had to be paired against each other is not only a good thing, because if they were like Frozen on one side and Moana on the other kind of thing, they would meet in like the final four, because everyone would vote the shit out of those.
Yeah.
So I'm very, very happy that they got paired together. But this is where I'm going to get a lot of shit for.
Jesus.
Okay. Aladdin beats Hercules, and fuck you to all those people when I posted it that thought differently, okay? This is the thing. You can even go to all those comments that were on there. All you kids are either... actually, I think Alex was the same age as me. But besides her, everybody else was like 2 years younger than me. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Aladdin started shit like Hercules. Do you understand? Do you fucking... And then it beats Little Mermaid. It should have been Aladdin versus Little Mermaid, and you have a really good debate there. But instead it's Hercules and Little Mermaid. Fuck you.
I don't know about Little Mermaid, but...
Really? Okay, hold on. What was Little Mermaid had to be? Pocahontas. Okay.
Yeah, Mulan did really good.
Well, duh. A lot of people love Mulan because
I'll
make a man out of you. Da, 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 da. Yeah, Mulan beat Zootopia. I agree with that. Okay. Yeah. Mulan beating Nightmare Before Christmas. First of all, go to that one. Beauty and the Beast versus Nightmare Before Christmas. I agree with it, because a lot of people agree with it, but Beauty and the Beast should have been like against somebody else, because I think Beauty and the Beast, if it was not against Nightmare Before Christmas, should have done very well. But Nightmare Before Christmas losing to Mulan works, because you just give Nightmare Before Christmas one like win, you give it its credit, you give, its day, and then you're done with it, which makes sense. And I agree with that. Okay? So again, Lion King, there we go, going as far as it did too. But Tangled, everyone's like, have you watched Tangled? And I'm like, yeah, kinda, like here and there.
I've seen a little bit of it.
Yeah, same here.
But
and people are like, Tangled should have won and beat Mulan. I'm like, what?
I don't know about that. But...
Okay, so now let's go to the other side. Okay, let's go talk about the other side. Up being like, so the ranking system that they kind of have it here as too, because I'm a sports guy, so I know what it would be like.
Yeah.
Lion King is technically ranked number 1 on that side.
Yeah.
Aladdin would be number 2. After that, it's a little kerjumble because they could do it any which other way, right? So on this side, they would have Brave ranked number 1, or
No.
sorry, Up ranked number 1, and Ratatouille ranked number 2.
Okay.
That's the way that I'm assuming that they would have this at. On that side, Up, yes, beats Brave. Toy Story versus Toy Story 2, I'm like, okay, you have two Toy Stories going at each other, but really? Toy Story 2?
Seems, well, they didn't want Toy Story to win everything.
And I get that.
Yeah.
But Toy Story, the first Toy Story, I think should have beat Toy Story 2. Because it started it all. It's the original. It's the OG.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
now, Cars 3 beating Coco. I haven't seen either of them, but Cars 3 didn't win no Best Animated Picture of the Year.
I don't know. I've never even heard of Coco.
Dude, it just came out like this year. There was this kind of Oscars
animation thing.
And the girl and the dude that did the Frozen Let It Go song did the number 1 song in Coco. And so it was like big music number kind of thing. It was really good, really funny. To lose to Cars 3, Cars 1 is good. Cars 2, Cars 3, I didn't even watch.
So I'm going to say a few things here.
Yeah.
One, not a fan of Cars.
Oh, just in general. Like,
No, I
Cars
think
1
it's
was awesome. I liked it.
Pretty shit. Number 2, Inside Out beat Finding Nemo.
Oh, I was going to get there.
And I have no idea why that would be the case.
But I got shit on that too.
See, like Incredibles is here, and for some reason Monsters Inc. beats The Incredibles.
Thank you.
Yeah, doesn't make any sense.
Thank you.
Toy Story 2 beats Toy Story 3.
No, Toy Story 2 beats Toy Story 1.
No, but in the second
but
bracket.
in the it
doesn't make any sense.
No. Okay, so here's to add to that, I agree, but I got shit on for people saying Finding Nemo beats Inside Out. I'm like, fuck you.
So
and people shit on me.
What was Inside Out's thing
That
again?
was the emotions inside the brain.
Oh.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good.
Yeah.
But you're not Finding fucking Nemo, man.
No, Finding Nemo was like Pixar's best-selling film for the longest time. Yeah, it was actually really decent. I remember watching that the first time and thinking, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
This is pretty good.
Yeah, and then, okay, I did my homework right before this podcast to all the viewers out there, which it looks like one right now, which I don't give a shit.
Yeah, quiet podcast.
It's all good. It's all good. Only the real fans listen. And people tune in and out. I like that too. So there's 2 movies in here that I don't even think should be on here. The Good Dinosaur should be replaced with something else.
Never even heard of it.
Yeah. Where was the other one? Yeah, Ratatouille. Why is Ratatouille ranked number 2? And why? Okay, it beats Bug's Life. I get that. But why is it even on there? And why is it ranked number 2? You have to re-rank that whole bottom side, in my opinion. And then you probably have, like, Incredibles going to the 3rd round, losing to Monsters, Inc., which I think is fucking... Like, I love The Incredibles.
Yeah,
and I do love Monsters, Inc.
That film's a guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
The Incredibles.
Yeah. Honey, where's my super suit?
Where's my super suit?
What do you say? Where is my super suit?
It's a good film.
Yeah.
It's a good film.
And then, so Monsters, Inc. Okay, so Monsters, Inc. beats...
Raise your mic a little bit.
Okay. Monsters, Inc. beats Cars 1.
Yeah.
I can deal with that. Monsters, Inc. beating Incredibles. If I really had to deal with that, okay. But even Monsters, Inc. doesn't beat A Bug's Life, man.
Look,
Bug's Life is awesome.
I would like to know where you got this.
This literally showed up on Facebook, and the caption at the bottom was, y'all millennials or something like that voting Tangled over Lion King or stupid or something like that.
Yeah, Lion King lost to a damn Tangled.
Yeah,
please
that's
get
the
2,000
OG.
kids out of here.
That is the OG of all the motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Lion King wins hands down. So yeah, I wanted to re-rank this. I didn't have much time, and like, to be honest, I didn't think too many people would care for my re-rankings because it's not a sports-related podcast. But yeah, I was not impressed with this ranking. So to all the people that are out there, if you have any issues with what we said about this, obviously let us know in the comments. You already did when I shared it. Holy shit, there was a lot. But then a buddy of mine shared it. Yeah. And he's a little bit older than me, and some of those people got fucking ruthless too, and they were all on the Frozen train, and they're like 40 plus moms. I was like, fuck that. Yeah. This is
thank you.
Yeah, it's kind of a little biased on my opinion too, because I think Incredibles should be like Final Four.
Yeah, I would think that of all of
and Aladdin,
Pixar's films, I would think that out of all of their films, I would think that Incredibles and probably like Toy Story 3 or 1. I don't know why 2 would win. because
Yeah,
I thought it was
I-
the
it's-
weakest
it's-
of the
yeah.
three. But
I was not impressed with this rankings. The comments, they tore me apart. Like Little Wooden, if you're watching this, Little Wooden,
Oh, God.
you can take your Hercules and watch it every fucking Sunday. It's still not better than Aladdin, because Aladdin will show you the world.
shining shimmer.
So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that was our little bit of a debate corner.
Prince.
The only thing I have for Stoner Corner this week, ladies and gentlemen, is just a question. And I'm leaving that on the podcast for ourselves, because I like to, it's like a little journal, the podcast too. We leave things, we go back and we're like, oh yeah, I said that podcast 21. My question right now, as we prepare our provinces and our nation to legalize the cannabis, what is making you, the Canadians, turned off by the weight and restrictions across the country? So there's been a lot of like pauses, halts, and goes, and every province kind of going and doing their own thing.
Yeah.
And it's got a lot of people being turned on, especially if you're in Alberta, Saskatchewan, and a little bit of BC, and turned off if you're in, Quebec and Ontario, especially.
Yeah.
So I want to get you, the consumers, eventually. I want to get your take. Like, if you're in Ontario, do you like the idea that you're going to have to go to the LCBO for your liquor and your weed, and then go to the beer store for your beer? And then once it gets flowing a little bit, you're going to have the LCBO, your weed store, and your beer store all in different locations? At least here we're going to have private sectors or people that can actually run their own business here, which will be nice.
Actually, I just on Global News I just searched cannabis.
Yep.
Alberta. And they actually have a whole map here.
Oh,
with
yeah.
Listings of people, 87 applications.
Oh, very nice.
So most of them are in Edmonton that I can see.
Yep.
There's more than enough in St. Albert. Seems like there's quite a bit in St. Albert.
Which would make sense, yeah.
But there's none in Fort Saskatchewan.
Interesting.
Yet. But I know that the government wants to have 300 stores.
Yeah.
So
it just, yeah.
87, hopefully something comes up with Fort Saskatchewan there.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
You should post that to the page. I want to see that after, too.
Yeah, I'll throw that on the
Right
the
on.
page.
So we're about halfway through the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit more halfway through. That's awesome. We are going to start doing the plugs here quick. The Edmonton Tattoo Expo is on April 27th to the 29th at the Northlands Coliseum, ladies and gentlemen. 25 days. Wow. $25 for the day pass, $50 for the weekend. You also get to see my friend Kat at her booth for the Dark Hour Inc., which is going to be nice. If you want to get any ideas for some new tattoos and stuff like that, she'll be there. I know I'm definitely going to go see her because she's, one, like the greatest, and two, really good artist, and I promised her a couple of spots on my body that she can tattoo. So,
Interesting.
yeah, well, it's, obviously. The other thing that we got, just like last time, the Brewhouse Tomahawk Steak Night. We're about 2 weeks away from that. Yeah, 2 weeks exactly. And it's $34.99. $34.99. Gives you the plate with the steak. And you also get, there was some sides, I can't remember, and a 7-ounce Bud. You get the beer for free, your first one anyway. So remember to get your tickets for that. I'm going to be getting my ticket on Friday. Also on Friday, there was something else that we had for the next podcast. I can't remember.
I have no idea
I
what you're
can't
going on
remember.
about.
Anyways, yeah, those are the plugs. Remember, if you want to listen to the podcast afterwards, go check it up on YouTube every time it's there. Also, if you want to be part of the debate and the polls, that's right. Because on the 20th or the 21st of April, something horrible is going to happen to my face. And I can't wait.
Have we determined if that's going to be for like a week?
Well, the thing is I have a child, and she's starting to get into the stage where it's the whole identity thing, like who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
So I can only really keep it for like 24 to 48 hours. But if I do keep it for 48 hours, I'm going to go out in public the day after and like just go take pictures or videos somewhere. And
I
stuff
want
like
you
that
to just walk around all of Walmart, wear the ugliest fucking things you got.
Just the ugliest clothes I have.
Actually, do have the, like, whatever wins, do that, and then get like eyeshadow and like
God,
goth
just go
yourself
full
the
emo
fuck out and just
Oh,
walk
shit.
around. Just
Look
let
like
the
the
world
Crow,
view
but
you
with
like a zoo animal. That's what I. That's what
Like
I
the
wanna see.
Brandon Lee Crow, but with a fucked up beard.
Yeah, and hopefully not being killed by getting shot by a blank.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, the poll right now, as you've seen behind me the whole time,
Yeah.
because I can see from here and up on there, which is nice. The first one, which you can see, now that if I turn that over, the first one that you see to my right here, that is just basically cutting half of my face off, not like my actual face, just the hair, shaving it right down the middle and to the side. The second one is just basically going this way. Just doing like a weird little, and people have said that that's actually a thing, and I'm like, that's gross. I'm still putting it on there because I just think that's a disturbing cut. The fifth one is doing patches as like a Dalmatian on my face, tearing it up, as everybody actually really likes that one. So obviously comment on the video 1, 2, or 3 what you want to see. Also comment on the pictures on the link. You can message us your vote. Remember, you get 1 vote per day. 99 cents after that. I'm just kidding. Yeah, and remember to stay tuned because next week we're actually going to have a picture of some of the stuff that we're going to have for the giveaway, which is going to be nice. And then we're going to give you guys some more opportunities to get more names in there and basically keep you posted on that kind of shit. So here we are at the end of the podcast, or well, towards the end of the podcast, and we do a little bit of bullshitting here, ladies and germs. And with that being said, the poll, like I said, is 515. And Chris's nicknames. So far, your big nicknames right now, like they're the big 3, like Chrysosaurus is kind of out. And I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do with your nickname because it's still Fun with Foobz and Chris. But do we just address you as Sea Dog or Christabel or Old Man Chris?
I don't know. Whatever the hell we want to do.
This is fans. This is what fans and viewers wanted,
like
man.
it's not. We can rename the channel and rename the YouTube channel.
I don't want to rename it all.
Well, we can. We're
but
fully capable of doing that.
This is true. That is true.
Just takes a bit.
Also, to the fans out there who are tuning in, we also leave the last little bit up to you because for the actual last podcast of the year, not the year, but when we take our break, we want to try some new stuff. So as you see, we have the equipment. We have the podcast mic. I've got this nice, beautiful thing. I like that. That's really.
What are you doing?
I just do things.
I'm looking at one article. I turn up and you're having a fucking moment to yourself.
So basically, yeah. So on
God
the last podcast there, we're going to obviously do some crazy shit. But with that being said, when we do the giveaway, I was going there somewhere with this. We're going to do a video. There it is.
There you go.
There we go.
There you go.
Me and Chris are going to make a video. So what we want is a lot of the fans here to basically give us an idea of what you want to see. Because we'll be basically doing the video live like you see it right now. And then we'll say we're going to cut to the video. And then the video will show up.
Yeah, so we'll do a skit and then we'll play it.
Exactly.
As
So
it
the
goes.
real question is, what kind of skit do you want to see? What do you guys want to see us do? We're obviously going to put this up on the Facebook page. I'll put it up on my page and stuff like that. I want to get some ideas. Just give us one crazy idea. We'll do it. We'll edit it to the best of my cell phone's ability and the program that I have for it because we don't have the full XSplit things, so we can't do that.
The thing is that we can use that green screen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, we're definitely going to use the green screen.
Yeah,
to
we
get
can use
some
that,
of
and
video.
then that camcorder you have.
That guy that's recording
the one
us.
that's
And let's say
over there.
hi to our future selves.
Yeah.
Hi. Say hi.
Hi.
Wave to the fucking camera.
Hi, future me.
Future us.
Sup?
We're waving to the camera. So we're recording this. We haven't recorded like the full thing in a few weeks because I wanted to wait until we actually got the mics to hear the sound quality and just get more shit. So, tell us what you want to see. Tell us what you want.
Yeah, like I would be down for pretty much anything.
Oh, that's a soundbite and a half. I cannot wait to start doing sound clips.
Not
and drops during
anything,
the
but
podcast. Yeah, you are.
Like a little bit of something funny. We could try our hand at some film editing and shit like that. Just the phrasing.
We can do a bunch of shit, and I can't wait. All right, Chris. So we're gonna do our game here. I'm gonna do my review of a movie. Actually, can you
what?
Behind that little sparkly bitch on
Yeah.
my bookshelf. Can you pull out my Ready Player One book? I want to show
Yeah,
everybody
yeah,
the book
sure.
here quick. I went to go see a movie, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday at 12:40. It was probably the 4th or 5th showing at that movie theater of a book that I read that I love immensely. Give me that bitch. It's this son of a gun right here. Is Ready Player One. I had people have recommended this book back in the day when I started actually buying books and started reading them. I wanted to start getting away from the movies a little bit and start actually reading how the movies and how people's imaginations have been developing over the last few years to help with my writing. And one of the things that helped me with that with this book is just the things that you can do in such, like, there's not that many pages. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the short amount of time in a book that you can create this fantasy is just amazing. So with that being said, I went to go see what Spielberg created. You can get my quick review, obviously, on my Facebook page. And I give it a 9 out of 10. And I agree with one review that I got before, that if Spielberg had directed the technicalities, the technical side of the movie. Yeah. And someone else like Scott, the guy who directed Scott Pilgrim, or someone who has a take on 80s pop culture a little bit more, should have directed the other half. It is a great fucking movie. It's a great, great, great fucking movie. It is really fun. But they went a little bit off of the book, which was to be understandable. And Ernest Cline even helped with the screenplay writing of it too. So, you know, he kept it to what his normal idea of it was.
Kept it to his dream.
Yeah, which I loved. There's going to be no second one. The way that they ended it is the way that they ended it in the book. And you just let your imagination go with it. And to that being said, when you let your imagination go in that movie, it's a fucking phenomenal action-packed 80s pop culture funny adventure. That's what it is. Because if something like this actually gets created later on in life, this virtual reality console PC lifestyle,
it's happening.
yeah,
It's happening.
People are going to look
Guaranteed.
at this movie and start taking things out of there and be like, oh, we can do this now. And they become little projects. Like the intro, when they show what you can do once you go through the goggles and stuff like that, and Parzival, which is the lead character, shows you what you can do and what you can see, it is fucking phenomenal. Like the vacation planet, and you can go skiing down the fucking pyramids. It's breathtaking.
That's I guarantee you that's what we're headed. Guarantee you.
And I agree.
And
Reading
just throwing it out there, it's a 76% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is
That's not too
pretty
bad.
good for Rotten Tomatoes.
Yep.
8 out of 10 from IMDb.
Which I'll accept too.
And Google users, it's 93%.
Yeah,
so
see,
that's
there you go.
pretty wicked.
There you go. Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it. So, with that being said, I always say that. I should put that on the shirt. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to play a little bit of a game because it actually brought a lot of 80s nostalgia that I didn't grow up with. That was not my generation. But the older I've gotten, I've grew up and more appreciated the 70s, 80s, and, of course, the 90s.
Yeah.
I love the 90s. So I wanted to play a game with Chris since we haven't really played any games on the podcast in a while.
Yeah.
I decided to play one with you.
Also,
Oh, go ahead first. I'll get it ready. Show them.
actually, never mind. I'll keep that thought for later.
Okay. We're gonna play Beam Boozled again. So all this is I've pulled up a game online, which is just basically random 80s pop culture questions. And I'm gonna ask Chris, and if he gets it right,
Yeah.
I have to eat the bean.
Damn
and if he
right.
gets it wrong, he has to eat the bean in the first person.
So I'm pretty sure I got a good amount of knowledge on my 80s pop culture, unless of course it has something to do with like actors' names.
I don't know any of the questions, so I'm just
sweet.
going
Awesome.
off of what comes up.
Oh.
So I got it on the whiteboard here.
'Kay.
First question, Chris.
Yeah.
All right. No, there we go.
I'm not writing on that whiteboard.
No, that's fine.
I'm
I just
gonna-
gave it to you just in case we did something
Okay.
crazy.
Something.
If you grew up in the 80s, you probably had a VHS VCR.
Yeah.
What does VHS stand for? A. Video home system. B. Versatile home system. C. Virtual head system. Or D. Video head system.
A.
You say A. Video home
obviously.
system. You're correct.
Yeah. Eat that
Okay.
bean, you little bitch.
Yeah.
Put it
Just
in your
going to the
mouth.
next question.
Come on, go eat it.
I spin and I get
the
peach or
Eat the bean.
barge.
Eat it. Chew it. Love it. Yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see your face. Yeah. Oh, come on. Don't be a bitch. Finish it.
Wow. Fuck me. I can't.
This is the best part about having these mics, is I can just whisper crazy shit. And it picks it
I
up.
don't even have anything to drink besides
Oh, come on.
water.
Drink it. Yeah. It couldn't be that bad. What was
The
it?
barf one?
Oh, yeah. It's pretty shitty.
Fuck.
Yeah, I've had that.
When
not good.
jelly shoes or jellies came out in the early 80s,
What the fuck?
how much could you buy a pair for?
Jelly shit.
A, less than $20. B, less than $1. C, less than $10. Or D, less than $5.
What the fuck is a jelly shoe?
They're like see-through red ruby shit. They're kind of cool looking.
I'm gonna go with
Fucking gross.
the less than $10.
Oh, less than $10. See, you're wrong,
What was it?
bitch.
What was
Less
it?
than $1.
What the
You
fuck
can get
is
a
a
pair of
jelly
those for
shoe?
less than
I'm gonna
$1.
take
That's
a look
pretty
at
cool.
those.
So I spin for you, and you get juicy pear or the booger.
Jelly
There you go.
shoe. I always get the fucking booger.
So that means this should be just pear now. Eat it. Fucking eat it.
Those things look stupid.
Yeah, you're searching it up now, eh? Oh yeah, you're the tech guy. You can do it. You got peach, didn't you?
No, I definitely
Yeah,
do
you
not.
got booger, you faggot.
Hey, that's rude.
I don't care. Okay,
This
fine,
is
you're
really
not.
fucking gross, though.
That's why I gave you the trash can.
Oh, thanks.
I can just put it on my desk and I can clean up my shit after. For fuck's
Nope.
sakes.
No, every time I took a bite, it got
I'll
worse.
just spin this right now.
got worse.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because I know I'm gonna be eating, so I just want to. Oh, for the fuck's sakes!
Oh, come on.
The peach or the barf again?
Good. I hope you fucking eat
God
the
damn.
barf.
Okay. Do
You
want
can't
another
have too
question?
many more of those
What was
now.
ET's favorite candy? A. Skittles. B. Mars. C. Reese's Pieces. Or D. M&M's. Don't know it. Okay. I got it.
I haven't watched E.T.
Oh
in
my God.
like
Oh my God.
23
Oh my God.
years.
Okay. You gotta answer.
M&M's?
Oh my God, you're wrong. It was Reese's Pieces.
Was
dude.
it?
You can fucking eat it. I thought you knew that. Eat that shit.
No, I've never watched.
Oh, that's
I
dope.
have, but
I
it's
thought
just,
it was. Yeah,
Go
you're
ham.
getting peach or barf.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, that's what you get. Eat it. Eat it, Chris. I like when I can whisper too.
Oh, Jesus Christ. No. No, I can't do this. This is so fucking gross. You take one bite and it's immediate. It's immediate. It's immediate. It's
It's immediate. Oh my fucking God. So
fuck that.
here's the next
Why do
question.
I always?
And technically, I'm gonna spin this again because I think I'm gonna be. Well, there
we'll
is
see.
no lime.
We'll see.
There is no lime or lawn clippings ones anymore. 'cause
Yeah,
we
I
went through
ate all
those, So
them.
it's all the boogers then. What planet does Yoda live on? A. Alderaan. B. Hoth. D. Or C. Tatooine. Or D. Dagobah.
Dagobah. Gotta go to the Dagobah system.
You gotta go to Dagobah system.
It's funny. I just watched the second movie like yesterday.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
and the third movie like a few days earlier. Yeah. So, yeah, you eat that.
Juicy pear.
Damn it.
We're tied at 2.
That's so gross.
Ooh. What? Oh.
What?
Oh.
What?
I don't like the juicy pear one anyway.
What?
Who sang the scorching love theme from Top Gun called Take My Breath Away? A. Missing Persons. B. Madonna. C. Berlin. Or D. Bonnie Tyler.
It was Berlin.
You searched it! You searched it, you son of a...
No, I did not. I knew it. I'm a
You
big
son
fan
of
of
a
Top
bitch.
Gun. That volleyball scene.
Fuck
Just kidding.
you. Fuck you.
Just kidding. I didn't search it up though. I am gonna delete my history
it is
though.
It's the moldy cheese one, isn't it? Caramel corn or moldy cheese?
Also, that's another film. You want the? Yeah. You want that? All right, there you go.
God, every fucking time.
Yeah. Oh, you got peach last time. Don't be a bitch.
Fuck you. It was juicy pear. I took one fucking bite in that. Oh.
Personally, love pears. Big fan.
All right. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Keep your hands off the.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I didn't even cheat.
Here we go. What was Madonna's first #1 song on the Billboard Hot 100? Is it A, Borderline, B, True Blue, C, Papa Don't Preach, or D, Like a Virgin?
Probably like a virgin.
Oh, he's going with Like a... Oh, you fuck.
Was it? Oh, fuck. It's like the only
Give
one
me
I...
that one.
Like
Go to the next song. I'm going to spin this because I'm the one that gets to suffer on the podcast. And it's either buttered popcorn or rotten eggs.
God, I hope it's buttered popcorn. Because Please don't puke. I don't want the mics to pick up your vomit. Yeah, it's instant, man. It's vicious.
I hate this fucking game.
I don't know why you keep wanting to play it.
Because fuck you.
The fans don't even like it. This is just some
Like
sort of
this video right now if you like it. If
No.
you like this bean game, like this fucking video.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gross.
That's-
Okay, so it's 4-2. Chris gets this one right.
I win.
Oh,
I'm the wiener.
he's the wiener.
Come
And then
on, I
he's
hope-
won all the games
Yeah.
on this podcast that me and him have played against each other except for one if he wins this.
Sweet.
Ready? What was Prince's character's name on the movie Purple Rain? Purple Rain. Is it A, sex shooter, B, Prince, C, the kid, or D, Apollonia?
Prince?
You're just going with Prince, aren't you? Incorrect. Spin for you. What was his name? It's the kid.
The kid.
He was named the kid.
How
And
stupid
you
is
get
that
to
shit?
go between. Oh, this is my favorite one. Tutti Frutti or Stinky Socks. Good one.
I don't think I've had Tutti Frutti yet.
Oh yeah, no, you've never had the Tutti Frutti. You've always had Stinky Socks.
Is there any...
Yeah, like I think it's all of our fucking not fans. All the guests that we've played this board before got all the good ones. Those assholes. What the fuck? All right, buddy. It's 4-3.
Because I bite right into the middle of them every time to really get...
I just put them
flavor.
right in my mouth, take a bite, and if I gag, I gag. You know, if I puke on the podcast, the views go up, I guess.
I just put it right in my mouth.
Then I gotta clean up my laptop, and then my laptop gets broken because of puke.
Oh, that's fucking
Here,
gross.
just in case. All
I
right,
swear
so it's
to God.
4-3. If you get this
I've
one
had
right,
one good one.
you get this one
Entirety
right,
of this.
you win. Same as last question. Which famous director directed Michael Jackson's epic Thriller music video?
I've heard about this.
Is it A, Steven Spielberg,
I don't think so.
B, Ridley Scott, C, John Landis,
Who the fuck is John?
D, Brett
Mike Landis.
Ratner?
I'm gonna go with...
Dun, dun.
I want to say... I'm not saying, but I want to say Brett Reiner.
I'm not
because
saying.
of this issue. But I'm gonna go with Ridley
You are doing
Scott.
Ridley. You are incorrect.
Was it Brett?
It was John Landis, buddy.
John Landis.
Yeah,
So
so
that's
we're
Max
tied.
Landis's dad.
We're tied. We got one fucking more after this. After I let you. Oh! Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, if you don't get this one either. Oh, it's buttered popcorn or rotten egg too.
Fuck's
Have
sakes.
fun. There you go. Eat it. Eat it before it. Just take it. Put it right in your mouth and take a bite.
I'm not fucking doing that. Rotten eggs? The fuck is wrong with you?
Buttered popcorn, didn't you? Oh. Oh. What do we got? What do we got?
It's not rotten eggs.
It's not rotten eggs. It's buttered fucking popcorn. You fuck.
Yep. No,
Yeah,
it's not.
fuck you.
Wait.
So we're tied. Oh.
It is buttered popcorn, but it
But
does not
something,
taste good. Yeah, it
something
does not
don't taste
good.
right.
Yeah, should not
Okay,
be
buddy.
in a candy form.
So this is the last question. We are tied at 4.
Yeah.
And if, like I said, if Chris gets this right again for the third question in a row.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
And this one again, I might as well get myself ready.
You say that.
No, I
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, that's
Juicy pear or the boogers. Fuck sakes. Gizmo from Gremlins is a mogwai. What is something you should never do after midnight? A. Take him for a walk. B. Wake him up. C. Let him see the moon. Or D. Feed him.
Feed him.
Correct.
And I've only seen that movie once.
Fuck's sakes. Okay.
But it leaves an impression on you when you're a kid.
Oh, see, and this was a good question. If
What?
it was,
We can do that one
It's
after.
Juicy pear again too.
Oh, there you go.
No, I like this one actually. I'm just gonna say it.
Okay.
You should know this one too.
Sure.
What 80s heartthrob? I really hate this one.
It's that popcorn one was really shitty
Right?
too, to be honest. It's weird.
There's a Juicy pear one too.
It's not as bad as
What?
the socks though.
Ah!
That one stuck with me.
What 80s heartthrob made his big screen debut in Wes Craven's A Nightmare on Elm Street in 1984?
Johnny Depp.
Exactly. It was Rick Springfield, Kevin Bacon, Rob Lowe, or Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
And I know that. And Kim's like, no. And then I showed her, and she's like, oh, okay. So, yeah, that was our game. And Chris won. I didn't have to suffer too bad. So Chris is now literally on our podcast. Every game that me and him have played against each other, he's won all but one.
I'm the best.
He's the best
Around. None's ever gonna bring me down.
The best
I like it.
Anyways,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's basically it, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
We hit the hour mark. We're just gonna throw our sponsors up on.
Yeah, we
this
could do that. Let's do the
screen
sponsors.
again.
Okay, so
We'll
we'll do
start it
the
off
curly
with
coils.
Our good friends at Curly's
There
Coils.
you go. I like it.
For our harder, better, faster, stronger vaping needs, ladies and gentlemen, get to the man at Curly's Coils. They got their alien heads, their straight coils. They got a bunch of other ones, but I can never remember what they're called, and those
Yeah.
are the two that I remember. They can help you with your special grade coils and your special grade vapes and your special grade tanks. You just have to message them, and they'll make it for you. Yeah, just get to them. Let them know what you need. We also give a shout out to Daddy-O's Fort Saskatchewan, who is always part of our giveaway. It's going to be part of it this year. It was part of it last year. And, yeah, Chris, tell them where he's located.
Oh, Daddy-O's. They're at 10309 100th Avenue, downtown Fort Saskatchewan, everyone. You can get their fine smoking accessories.
Fine smoking accessories.
Plus, if you ever need information about vaporizers, marijuana cannabis products, or anything of the sort, or not saying you're going to use it to smoke cannabis, but the guys there, they know exactly what it's all about, and they can give you all the
Exactly.
information you need to get really going on that. If you want to jump on that, how I would say
Bandwagon.
bandwagon,
Well,
green wagon.
green wagon. Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. So, it's getting close to the end of the podcast, so I suppose we can just sort of sit here and talk about stuff if you want, just chill.
We have to say
Relax.
rare form for a second.
Oh, shit!
The Rare Form Theater.
I have one job. Fucking grandpa.
Rare Form.
Forget that rare form. The
Well,
place
and
is
Ian.
good. Oh, fuck.
And
Ian.
fuck Ian. And fuck Jeff, man.
Oh, fuck. Why haven't we said that?
We said it last time.
Said it.
That's that. Yeah, Rare Form Theater. No
Mistakes
plays this year until next year, but they're gonna have auditions at the end of this year. We all know that. We thank you for being a sponsor to the podcast.
It was a great play!
I wasn't there
Yeah,
because I'm a horrible friend. I'm sorry. And we thank Ian McTavish Yoga. I think he's got a name to it now, but we'll have to ask him again.
Yeah, Yeah, he does have a name to it, though.
Yeah, we'll have to ask him if that's the
I don't wanna say
legitimate
anything
name.
because I
Yeah.
might get it wrong, and I don't
Exactly.
want to do that.
But we thank him for being a sponsor to the podcast. He's got his first class coming up April 27th at
Yes.
Pure Yoga Studio. It's not really for beginners, but if you've done yoga
Is
and
it
you
not?
want, I don't know. Maybe
I'm not
it is.
100% sure on that either.
Yeah,
Well,
there is a link on our page where he gave us all the details and we shared it. And if you want any more information, go to the page. That's where it'll be. Remember that he's also part of the giveaway where you get 3 free 1-hour yoga introduction classes from him. And if you win and you are outside of Fort Saskatchewan or cannot make it to the classes, we will give you and reimburse you with something of equal value.
Yeah.
Also know that there is going to be a lava lamp. We're going to have stuff from Daddy-O's, Curly's Coils, and of course McDavid's Yoga. The lava lamp is going to be exquisite. I can't wait to show you it. It's cool. Also, go see our YouTube videos that we make, which is this. After it's done, it'll be on YouTube. So go check it out there at the Fun with Foobz and Chris channel. Also, if you want to see a lot of the background content and a lot of the shit we do behind the scenes, you can go check our Instagram where we updated our story today, or you can go to my Snapchat. There we go.
You got this.
I know.
You got this, man.
Foobz77. Also, remember to go check out the Facebook page. That's where you can get into the draw. If you like it and you haven't liked the Facebook page already, you're already going to get a name in there. And remember, lucky number 100 like to the page is getting something special. It obviously, I mean, you could, if you're watching closely, you'll see like 99 people, and you can unlike and then just wait until it gets to 99 again, and then you click and you got 100.
Don't give him ideas.
But that'd be cool. Can you imagine? It gets to like 98, and then it just drops down to 80 because everybody had that idea, and then we're like, oh, it's a race.
And then nobody comes back.
Oh.
And then we
that's good.
fuck
Don't
up.
fucking do that.
And we fuck up and lose everybody.
So yeah, just remember that the draw is coming up on April 20th or 21st.
Yep.
Stay tuned to that podcast. It's going to be great. We're going to have a lot of shit going on, including the face shaving, Chris's nickname, the video that we're going to do, and the giveaway. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, whether you're from the East Coast, West Coast, down below, or in
West
Mexico. We thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week for podcast number 22.
Oh, yeah. So now we just talk a little bit. There's no screen. There's no video.
No video?
No
It's
video
just the logo.
or nothing. Yeah, just the logo.
The fucking
So
logo.
what I think we need to do for the next podcast, buddy, is we need to get someone to interview. I want to
That's true,
do
yeah.
interviews.
Podcast number 22.
God, I love interviews.
I do too.
I just love sitting there and questioning people's morality. It's
We
my
should.
favorite thing
We
to
should start
do.
asking either just the bro group or just outside of the bro group. Because if we can't get anybody, like I would love to have the talk of McTavish's experience in India already.
I would love to get some either local talent or small business owners.
Yeah.
Or, you know, like
We could even go. We could even go right controversial, and we can get the managers from Little Caesars and talk about where all the tips went. Didn't you see that on Fort Saskatchewan?
No, I did not.
Insane!
Yeah.
It's insane.
That's crazy.
I know. I can't
So
wait. I can't wait.
Did
can't
like
wait.
no? Okay.
All right, edit.
All
Bye.
right.
Love y'all. Bye.
Bye.